Side of the house, looking to see if we can find anything around the bushes, all that good stuff. There's a well house here, and they installed I want to say a sewer line around this same area, so it's going to be a little tricky to navigate. But we did find an 8081, which before was a clad penny, newer penny, probably 80s, 90s, around in there. But this time around, we found something different. Not a penny, but it is round. Let's take a look. All right, what we ended up finding was, dug a little hole. There's a lot of roots around here. Had to undig and all that stuff, but it's actually right in here. Pinpointed, pointed it out. There it is. Looks like it's going to be a coin, but it's really one of those little tabs that goes in the fuse panel, and you pop it out and run the pipes up inside so you can get the wires in. But it looks like a coin nonetheless, and it sure did fool the 18 Max, making it think it was a penny, but it wasn't nonetheless. Anyway, on to the next one. Alright, this one turned out to be not what I was thinking either. It's showing up really nice. 55, 56. Had a nice tone to it. I thought, I see what this is. Very repeatable, not a broken signal, strong. Let me show you what it is. Dug the hole, looks big, but it's not real big. It's on the size of my hand. I had to do one scoop, wasn't there, had to do second scoop, there it was. But it turns out to be a brass fitting for cable wire. I'm near the little cable box for the house, so that's to be expected, but damn, did it sound good. And, you know, those are brass, or they were back in the day. So anyway, you win some, you lose some. On to the next one. All right, walking around, swinging, and then boom, check that out. A millipede. Tell me that's not cool. That's all right. Good old millipede. Normally I'd poke him and make him run, but he's just laying there. He's snoozy. So we're gonna let him alone. Just let him stay. Anyway, see if we can find some more stuff. Bye, Mr. Millipede Caterpillar. Dang, who would have believed it? This thing's under a, I don't know, 3-inch round root. Had to move around, dig. It looks like I'm digging, well, you know, looks like I'm digging one of those. Anyway, let me flip you around, show you what we found. Yeah, we on the board, baby. First time ever, well, no, lie. Second time I've found one of these, but the first time I found one that's United States. Anyway, let's show you what we got. We was digging right here. We were just digging a bunch of roots, whole bunch of roots, bunch of roots, and it was down in here. So I said I can't get it because all these roots are right here, and this right here is a root. Well, I dug this hole, and I dug up underneath it, so it actually comes out on this side. My fingers, as you can see, is right there. So I dug underneath it, scraped it out. So I had this big pile here. So I went back to check to make sure it wasn't underneath that root anymore. And when I started checking the dirt, out pops out a 1945 silver war nickel. How about that? Oh my goodness. But yeah, she's a little rusty, but you can see it in there, or I can whenever I looked at it. But it's a 1945, and that thing is nice and shiny like the day it died. No, day it fell. Anyway, I'm about to say day it died. Anyway, alrighty. Let's see what else we can find. On to the next one. This showed up as a 56, 55, around that range, in case you want to know. Anyway, gotta dig them all, even though you get disappointed on a whole bunch of them. On to the next one. All right, I took a break. Actually, I wanted to clean off that silver. Silver. Anyway, find out what if the date was in fact 1945 and what mint mark was above the Monticello. That's what that building's called if you don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Still got that yellow tinge on top, but the back of it is nice and silvery. Anyway, let's have a look, shall we? All right. I got her on my leg right now. Let me get her over here so you can see her. And she is a 1945 silver. When you flip her over, bam, look at that. That is beautiful. And it is a P. I don't know if you can see it, but right there's a P. Mint mark right there on the top. Woohoo! Silver. Alrighty. Well, we've had a break. Let's get back to looking. There's gotta be more. All right, before I get all excited and forget about doing it, I wanted to take the opportunity to get the Bounty Hunter Discovery 3300 and let it go over the war nickel that we found with the AT Max and show you the difference in the two, because it is a huge difference. Huge difference. The war nickel, you can see it right there. So we're going to go over it with the AT Max and let you see what it shows up as. $55 right in there. Really weird. I'm getting weird signals with that. Oh no, hang on. Yeah. That's not good. Hang on. There. Now let's do it again. Really weird. It was showing up in the 45s or the 65. There, 60s, flat 60, 64, 57. Alright, check this out. We'll come over here. I'm going to grab the Bounty Hunter now. We're going to go over it and show you the difference in the tone or in the target ID. But as you can see, look at a 7, 8. That's a completely different signal, and it's solid, 7 or 8. So basically, with the Bounty Hunter, if you, well, hang on, let me spin you back around so you can see. So basically, what I'm reading from this is AT Max is hitting that thing in the 60s, whereas the Bounty Hunter Discovery 3300 is a little on the scary side, because if you notch out 3 iron tones or reject 3 iron tones, you're not gonna get that silver. I don't understand it, but you saw it. It stayed a solid 7 and an 8 on target ID, which is just really weird. But all right. Well, remember, 7s and 8s are silver for the Bounty Hunter Discovery 3300. And if you get one, you'll know too. Silver, nickel, war nickel, 7, 8. Constant. Above ground. Anyway, on to the next one. Oh, was fooled today. AT Max showing at 88, 89, pretty solid. I was thinking quarter. It's got to be a stinking quarter. So I pinpointed the thing, dug a hole. I dug a hole, but yeah, let's take a look. Hate these stupid things. All right, we dug, and we dug. Oh, my Z-Link still going off. All right, I don't know how this thing gets almost 8 inches down. Almost. I would say probably 7 inches down. And its deepest point. I got dirt. Threw dirt over here, couldn't find it. Threw dirt over here, couldn't find it. Threw dirt all the way over here. Finally found it. What was it, boys and girls? Really? 7 inches down? How in the dog poop does that get 7 inches down in the ground? Seriously. Man, what an utter disappointment. Oh well. Gotta take the good with the bad, I guess. And I like the good I found so far. A gold pendant, if you remember. Some, what is it? The good so far. A gold pendant with emeralds. 2 wheats. And a silver war nickel out of a yard that I've couldn't believe I could find stuff like that. But yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's keep it looking. On to the next one. All right, guys, let's take a look at this. This is maybe, I don't know, 2-3 feet from where we found. No, probably a little further than that. Yeah, probably about 10 feet from where we found that pull tab. 7 inches in the ground. Really. Anyway, beside the tree, this thing's going off 75 to 81. 81 sometimes is a, a penny, clad penny, and 75s in this area have been wheat pennies. So this might be either a wheat penny or a regular penny, but I don't know. The area that I'm standing on used to be a driveway, but it's grown over. It'd be a gravel driveway, so the potential of it being something is probably going to be pretty good, but we won't know until we, dig it. Let's take a look. All right, check this out. So it's staying pretty good. 81, 82, 81, there's a 77. So it's staying pretty stout in that range. So I'm guessing probably a penny. I don't know. Let's take a look. I can get it so you can see it. Right there. No. Whatever that was. All right, hang on. What is that? 2 inches? 2 inches right there. All right. So we're gonna dig it. We're gonna use a stick because, like I said, I don't know what. Oh no! I bet you that's it right there. There's some kind. I bet you that was it. That's not good. Hang on. We put that over there, out of the way. And that was our 8182. A crumbled up aluminum can. That's not good. Alright. That sucked ass. Oops. Anyway. On to the next one. Alright. Not 100% sure what this is, but it's big. Might have been a tent stake or a table leg or maybe a stake for holding the dog or something. But anyway, let's take a look and see what it is. Alright. In the hole, not very big, about the size of my fist. And what came out of it was a big honking piece of metal. I don't know what it is. It's big. It's rusty. And it's big and rusty. So, no clue. But it was something, and it was big. Oh well. Whatever it was, it's not in there anymore. On to the next one, guys. Man, I was beginning to think I wasn't gonna find anything else. I done been around the house one more time and walked around the driveway, and I thought, I haven't really done the driveway yet. So I started walking the gravel driveway that we have here. And on the right hand side, I remembered there used to be cars that used to park over here, right over where my shovel's at, in this little grassy area. And I thought, what's the odds? So I took a right, went to the grassy area where cars used to park, and a 78 popped up, solid. Only about, not even an inch in the ground. And dug it, got me fly. Dug it to see what it was, and guess what popped out of the hole? All right, dug a little hole, and out came a lovely 1940 wheat. And it looks like it has an, no, it may not. This is a regular 1940. Kind of cool. I'll take it. That's my third wheat coming out of this yard. All right, on to the next one, baby. All right. Not far from where we dug the wheat sit, which was right over there. We ventured maybe 3 feet, if that, and we found a lovely, let's take a look. All right, pretty, not far, that far down. We found a lovely nickel. I don't know what it is, but it's changed colors, so it's not silver, but I can't make out enough of it to tell you what it is, other than it's a really beat up nickel. So cool. We found a nickel. Alrighty. Kicking butt. On to the next. All right, it's been a little while since we found that that nickel. Still in the same area though. Wandering around this little area, closer to that little garage that's behind me. But we did find another coin. It's nothing in the 40s or the 50s or 30s, but it's a coin nonetheless. Let's take a look and see what we found. That was a piece of aluminum. Had to dig that. That was a piece of aluminum. I dug a hole over here, and it was a small piece of aluminum. And actually, I think I see another piece. No, that's a leaf. And then I dug over here, and I found that, which is a really shiny steel 1994 penny. Cool. Well, like I said, we take everything. Your money, you're mine. Alrighty. On to the next one. Easy money. Thought I found something good. It was showing up 78 to 81. Repeatable. Sounded nice. Sounded beautiful. Dug the hole. Guess what we found? Dug all this. I mean, this is all gravel. It's rough. It's real rough. The hole was fairly big, but the target was too. And turns out to be screw with the cap. What kind, I don't know. It's like cheerwine or something. I don't know if you guys know what cheerwine is or if it's around in your area, but it's a Carolina drink. North Carolina, South Carolina drink that's slowly moving around to your different areas. But nonetheless, aluminum. Oh well, guys. I realized while I was compiling this video and getting everything in order to upload, I haven't done an outro for this video. I really had a lot of fun these past few days at the house. I was not expecting to find nearly any of the stuff I found this go around. It really caught me off guard. Now, with all that being said, the one thing that I really enjoyed doing was putting the AT Max and the Bounty Hunter Discovery 3300 through their paces, I guess you could say, showing you what the Bounty Hunter rings in at for target ID versus the AT Max. The one thing that really blew my mind was when you reject the 3 iron audios for the Bounty Hunter Discovery 3300, it pretty much makes that detector silent from any kind of audio noises from iron. That was amazing. Now, I will tell you this, if you look into the later parts of this video, I actually raised the iron audio on the AT Max to 43 and 44, which was max discrimination for iron audio. I would still get detection in the 20s, in the 10s, in the 30s. And if it was me and I had a metal detector and I notched out everything to 44, I shouldn't see anything popping up in the 20s and in the 10s. That is just crazy for stuff to still show up or stuff to still tone out when you sweep. The one deal with the AT Max and the trash heel, that was crazy in itself. I don't have any words for that. Literally, it sounded like Pac-Man from the Atari 2600 sounding off, eating dots. And then when you put the Bounty Hunter Discovery 3300 over the same trash pile heel that has the same iron as the AT Max was just sweeping over, you would get a beep here and a boop there, and that was it. Wow. That is pretty remarkable, I guess would be the word. Because it when you notched that booger out for iron, you pretty much didn't hear next to nothing when it came to iron. Now, the thing that got me kind of concerned was nickels, because I didn't realize nickels were ringing up so low on the Bounty Hunter, especially that war nickel that we found towards the end. That was popping off as a 7 and an 8. So if you had that notched out, would that mean you wouldn't get silver? Because I don't know how that would work. It was still popping off, but I did notch it down one. Instead of having all 3 on the Bounty Hunter, it was 2. So it would still ring off. But I don't know. And it's something I need to look at later on in the things to come, I guess. But the Bounty Hunter, that's a pretty good metal detector for the money. I would use it. The one thing that I want to get now is I want to get a double D coil. Whether it's the one from Bounty Hunter itself that looks like the one that comes on the F4, or if it's a nail or a core double D coil. I don't think it really matters, but we'll find out. Also, I did a little bit of cleaning with a lot of the stuff I found for the few days. I'm not exactly sure what I did with some of the stuff. I was really scared I was going to leave that war nickel somewhere, or it was going to fall out. I was checking like every 5 minutes to make sure it was still in my pocket, because that was just crazy. I mean, that root that it was under was at least the size of a beer can, at least. And I just blew my mind that it was under there. So, all right, let me hop up. We'll walk over to the counter, and I'll let you see what we found. I got to ID some of the wheats. Well, the only 3 wheats I found, and I got the dates off of them. So I put them in order, and I flipped the war nickel over so you could see the mint mark, so you know it's silver. But looking at the thing just glows like, ah, so you know it's silver. But anyway, let's walk over to the counter and we'll take a look and see all the things we found. Well, most of them. All right, first things on the left or on the right are the clads. We basically found $1 and a penny in clad. We did find the keychain, which was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting it to be a keychain. I thought it was just a little tiny little kid's tractor. So that was kind of cool in itself. Finding a keychain John Deere tractor. And now on the right, we have a silver nickel, 1945p, and 3 wheats, a 1940, a 1940, and a 1944. That last one, 44, was really hard to see. And the really crazy thing is this one looks really, really good on one side, and it is completely just toast on the other. You can actually feel where the fertilizer was eating the back part of that wheat penny off. So you could tell it was laying face down because it looks remarkably well. Lucky me. And of course, we did find the gold pendant. Now, I stopped cleaning the gold pendant because while I was cleaning it, it looks kind of a little dingy right now. But that emerald, while I was scraping, fell out. And I about had a heart attack. So I stopped, I scrambled around looking for the emerald, hoping that it didn't fall in somewhere that I never would find it again. And I stuck it there, but it'll just basically just come out. But I don't want to mess with it. But yeah, that's kind of cool. So basically, all in all, that's what we found for 3 days, which I happen to think was a pretty good day, or days. Anyway,